If you're like me, you like to get away for the weekend. Hi, I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings, and Ben is with me today. And today he is planting up our weekender hanging baskets. These baskets are fantastic because they give you the opportunity to be able to walk away from your plants for 3 to 5 days and have them still look beautiful when you return. These are fantastic self-watering pots, and Ben is going to talk about them today, the benefits of using the weekender pot. He's going to talk about the plants that have gone into them and maybe why you should have some weekenders in your landscape.
So in front of me today we have our weekender baskets. This is what we hang in front of the store here. 3 of them will hang together down each side of the column of our entrance. We used to have a different layout or a facade for the garden center, and we would have the weekender baskets, but smaller versions, all the way along an awning that looked really nice. And then Rod had the front of the garden center redone to more of a modern look, which looks really nice. I think it went from like a country style to more modern. But with that, we lost the awning, so we didn't have any more spots for hanging baskets. We had these weekenders that we purchased, and they were actually custom made for us to have 3 trailing. So they came with all this chains and hardware. So now we can have our big hanging baskets in the front of the garden center. So the weekender baskets are a self-watering basket, meaning when you water them, there's a reservoir in the bottom that will fill up with water, and there's 2 pieces of like fabric that come down into the soil and wick up the water into the soil, into the roots of your plants. So you do not have to water these every single day. We water them twice a week here. I'm sure different microclimates and everything, I feel like we get a lot of heat off of our blacktop parking lot, and then we always seem to get a west wind, which will dry out the baskets too. So we found that twice a week for watering is perfect for us. A lot of people could probably go a full week with 1 water, but you'll just have to kind of see what your climate is, even in a little microclimate, to determine how often you need to water them. But you're not going out every single day to water them. So you can actually purchase the weekender baskets on our website in a smaller version. Like I said, these big ones were custom made for us. This is going to be the 3rd year now that we are using these baskets. The first year we planted them up. It didn't go as planned, I'll say. We got a bug called a budworm, which just devastated the plants. They lasted maybe a month, and then we had to scrap them. Last year we did a different planting, different kind of plants in them. We didn't get the bug, and they did really good. So the first year we did like a full Super Bells combo. It looked really pretty first planting, but it just didn't work out. So last year I changed it up. We did a sweet potato vine, we did a Lismachia, we did a Mini Vista yellow, and a jazzberry. And the combo looked really nice. The only thing that happened last year was the jazzberry took a while to get going, and the Mini Vista yellow was actually a little more aggressive than I thought it was going to be. So there was a lot more yellow than pinks. I really wanted a nice intertwined yellow-pink combo. By the end of the season, it had started to get there. So this year we changed it up a little bit. We're still doing the sweet potato vine jet black that's going to be trailing, and then we're going to use the Mini Vista white this year, and then we're using a brand new one, Supertunia Tierra pink. Now this is a brand new plant for this year, so this is also going to be kind of a trial for us too. We're going to see how this does in the combination. From growing this plant out in the greenhouse, it's very aggressive. It's, as of right now, it's even more aggressive than bubblegum out there. So we're going to see how it does. So with the planting, I'm doing a ratio of 4 Mini Vista whites to 3 of the Tierra pinks. We're gonna see. Hopefully 3 is good. Hopefully I'm not like, oh, I should have went with 2. I don't know. We're gonna just have to plant it up and see. But the goal is we're gonna have the sweet potato vine on each corner trailing down, and then the Tierra Pink and the Mini Vista White are gonna kind of combine and do a really nice pink and white combo, and then playing off this black. I think it's gonna be stunning. I've noticed too in the greenhouse that the habit of the Tierra Pink seems to kind of be trailing. Let's see if it even says, it's a mounding trailing plant, so that's why I would assume it's doing that. So we might get some, or hopefully we'll get some trailing of this one too. We'll see. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed that that the combo goes as I want it to go. So we're gonna start planting this one up. So like I said, we're gonna do, we'll start at the edges here, and we'll go our sweet potato vine around the edge. Now, with these being on a chain, they do kind of swing and sway in the breeze, and they turn a little bit, especially when it's windy. But I'm hoping that we can get each basket, like 1, 2, 3 in a row, to kind of have that sweet potato vine kind of trailing all at the same corners. I tried that last year and it didn't work out perfectly. So we're gonna see this year. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just on like what your preference is to a look. I think that would look the coolest, but even if you've got some trailing this way, this way, this way, it still looks really cool. It was a nice look last year, so like I said, if it does exactly what I want it to do, awesome. If it doesn't, well, it's still gonna look cool. So we're just gonna get these all popped in here. Now last year also, I did the same amount of Mini Vista Yellows to the Jazzberry, but I feel like the Tierra Pink is gonna be more aggressive than that Jazzberry, so that's why I'm still going heavy on the Mini Vistas, because I really want to see that white and that pink. Now at the end of the year, if the Tierra Pink really does take over the Mini Vista White and you can't see it, I'm okay with that, because it kind of makes it fun. You have different planting almost for different seasons. So spring, maybe you'll have white, pink, and black. And then by the end of summer, if your whites get taken over, then you're just gonna have a nice big pink basket with hopefully the black still trailing down, which is still gonna be a really beautiful contrast. We had that, I think it was 3 years ago, I planted up the pergola boxes with Jazzberry and Mini Vista White, and it started off as a nice combo, and then by the end of the year, the Jazzberry took it all over, so it was mainly just Jazzberry, but it was still a really cool look, and like I said, you just had a different planting for like a different season almost, so I thought that was fine. All these baskets do have a plug on the bottom too, so if at the end of the season, you can pull the plug out, your water will drain and they'll be a lot lighter. With these big baskets full of water, they get extremely heavy. So that's a really nice feature of these weekenders too. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant up the rest of these. All right, well, I hope you had fun spending some time with me planting these up. I hope everybody learned a little something. Now I got a giant mess to clean up. This has been from Garden Crossings. Take care.